Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. So I'm not sick anymore, but I have lost pretty much all hearing in my left ear and most of it in my right ear. So not only am I having trouble hearing other stuff, I have no idea how loud I am. So I'm going to go ahead and just record this, and hopefully I'll be able to edit it, and we'll see. Today I've got another Cauldron special because the newest environment, Windmill City, was just released. If you follow the variants board on Board Game Geek like I do, Windmill City will be a familiar name. That's because somebody else did a Windmill City 1929 environment. I don't know that one was finished. I don't know how related it is to this one, but this is a fun and interesting city environment taking place in a city that doesn't particularly appreciate heroes. That said, they might appreciate a little help because we're going to be fighting Tiamat. She's the three-headed dragon, and our hero lineup today is Starlight Genesis, Apple Jewel, who is the variant of Applejack, if you couldn't tell, Necro, Warden of Chaos, and Freedom 6 Absolute Zero, who I was surprised I hadn't gotten into the stream yet. This month is going to be a lot of checking off boxes. Because of the environment today, I'm not going to be able to get through all the environments I have left. I'll have one more. I still have like a half dozen villains left, but I will at least be able to get through all of the Sentinels variants. I still have a few Cauldron variants left, and of course, more are coming out every day, it seems. But for right now, this is what we got. So, as a reminder, Tiamat Jaws of Winter is Necro's nemesis, and she is immune to cold damage. At the end of the villain turn of Tiamat Jaws of Winter dealt no damage this turn, she deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 cold damage. And they basically all work the same way. Mouth the Inferno is immune to fire, Eye of the Storm is immune to lightning, so Absolute Zero will not be able to deal with Jaws of Winter, and Necro will probably have to do that. And, everybody else. So, Tiamat starts us off with Acid Breath. Destroy 2 hero ongoing cards and 2 hero equipment cards. Good timing. The head with the highest HP deals H toxic damage to each hero who did not destroy a card this way. Okay, not so great. We'll just say that's lightning. So that's 4 damage to everybody. And then the other 2 heads will do 2 to the highest. That's Starlight and also Starlight. I'm going to start with Nova Shield. Whenever a constellation enters play next to a target, Starlight deals that target 1 energy damage and regains a hit point. Let me prioritize real quickly here. So Absolute Zero can't hit the cold head, but he also doesn't really care about either the cold or the fire head. So lightning head is going down first, I think. That said, any damage dealt by Necro needs to go to the cold head. Any other damage is probably going to have to go to the cold head, and Absolute Zero can take care of the fire head himself in time. Alright, so Starlight's power is she deals each hero target 1 energy damage, and we search her deck for up to 2 constellation cards, play them, shuffle the deck. I'm going to go ahead and do this, so she'll hit everybody for 1. Grab 2 constellations, because her big hit things next to constellations card deals cold damage, so she'll hit each of those heads for 1 and heal 2, shuffle her deck, and draw a card. So it's actually a pretty nasty power, all things considered, but boy does it really accelerate her play. Aha, it's time to raise this barn. Sweet Apple Acres is going into play, everybody else draws a card. So her power is set the trend. Discard a card, another player may play a card with a matching keyword. So right now she's got a 1-shot, a 1-shot, and a 1-shot. Does anybody want to play a 1-shot? Actually, yeah. I will drop a put 'em up, and let Starlight play Stellar Wind. That's the one I was talking about. May deal 2 cold damage to each target next to a constellation and draw 2 cards. So he hits both of the heads, draws 2, and then Applejack draws 2. That's the whole point of the barn, is you can draw an extra card during your draw phase. The game that I introduced her deck, that just didn't happen. Alright, Necro is starting with Tainted Blood. At the end of your draw phase, Necro deals the undead target with the lowest HP 2 irreducible toxic damage. And his power is Reckless Summon. Put the top card of your deck into play. Honestly, I find this makes Necro a lot more fun to play. Hey, it's an abomination. Holy shit. Number of rituals in play plus 6. Alright, so he draws a card, and he hits the Abomination for 2, and then the Abomination hits everybody for 2. I'm really counting on Applejack to mitigate the damage from the undead, because she will be able to eventually buck them and also have trees. Absolute Zero's got nothing going on. Coolant Blast, he will smack the lightning head for 2. Alright, Windmill City. Rain of Debris, Emergency. When this card enters play, it deals the responder with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. There ain't none. At the end of the environment turn, each hero may discard a card. This card deals any hero that did not discard a card this way 2 melee damage. I think we can take 2 damage at the moment. We'll take that for this round. Tiamat, Element of Fire. If Tiamat, the Mouth of the Inferno, is active, she deals each hero target 2+6 fire damage, where X is the number of Element of Fire cards in the villain trash. The hero with the most cards in play may not play cards until the start of the next villain turn. That is Necro, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, he puts the top card of his deck into play, so he doesn't care. But she hits everybody for 2, including, thankfully, the Abomination, which means that we don't have to worry about taking it out because Necro will do that on his turn automatically. Okay, so that was Element of Fire. So Element of Cold hits the highest. I guess it'll be Absolute Zero. Eventually, he'll be able to soak that. Head of Lightning will hit Applejack. Okay, play Pillars of Creation. Start of your play phase, put a Constellation card from your hand or trash into play. She's going to use her power, so she hits everybody for 1. That includes the Undead. Search her deck for 2 Constellations. Shuffle. She plays 1 next to the Winterhead, means she deals 1 and heals 1. And she plays 1 next to the Zombie, kills it, that gets destroyed, but she heals 1. Draws. And then she can put that back into play. Alright, Applejack is definitely playing a Zap Apple Tree. That will be necessary. Anybody have a one-shot they would like to play? Yes, actually. Let's do them up again. So we can play Event Horizon. I'll destroy a Constellation. For each one destroyed, I can destroy an environment card. Yay! Applejack draws 2. I'm not sure I want to start bucking that tree just yet. I'm going to save it. Necro can't play anything. And use his power, put his top card into play. Chaotic Summon. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into play. Number 1 is Final Ritual. Okay, sure, we'll put the Abomination back into play. He deals that target 2 toxic damage. And he deals himself 1 toxic damage. We put the next card of his deck into play. Hey, an X-Corpse Explosion. Fantastic. So he draws a card. He hits the Abomination for 2. The Abomination deals all non-undead hero targets 2 toxic damage. So it's going to hit the tree first. And the tree hits it back for 2 lightning damage. And then Corpse Explosion goes off. And he deals 2 toxic damage to all villain targets, which means 3 to the Head of Winter. That worked out very nicely. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, Null Point Calibration Unit hit the lightning head for 2. Draw a card. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Windmill City. Detective Cedric, Responder. When this card enters play, it deals a target 3 projectile damage. Oh, let's have it hit the dragon's head. Start of the environment turn, the players may destroy an emergency card. If a card is destroyed this way, a hero target gains 2 hit points. Ah, so if we hadn't gotten rid of that falling debris, he would have allowed us to get rid of it ourselves. Not bad. Tiamat, Elemental Frenzy. Uh-oh. Ongoing. When this card enters play, shuffle all spell cards from the villain trash and place them beneath this card face down. I think she's just got the 1, yeah. I shuffle it. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of this pile. When this pile is depleted, destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. So that's going to be happening this turn. Okay, all 3 heads do 2 damage to the highest, which is Starlight. Yeah, because the cold one goes first. She plays, Element of Fire again. So she hits each hero target 2 fire damage. The hero with the most cards in play is anybody. I'm going to leave it as Necro, because he can at least play cards with his power. Alright, so everybody takes 2 fire damage. The Zap Apple Tree hits the fire hit for 2 lightning damage. We're dying very quickly. Pile is depleted. Destroy that card. Play the top card of the villain deck. It's another Element of Fire. Oh, so now everybody takes 3 fire damage. There goes the tree. On the upside, Absolute Zero has taken 5 fire damage, so he can do some major damage on his turn. Okay, start of Starlight's turn. Throw an Ancient Constellation out on the cold head. Alright, I am forced to retreat into the nebula. Reduce damage dealt to Starlight by 2. At the start of your turn, destroy a Constellation card or destroy this card. I can probably keep that going for a while. Of course, the downside is I put one into play first and then I destroy it. Skipping her power and just drawing a card. Alright, time for another Zap Apple because that was very good. When you use the power on Sweet Apple Acres, move all trees from your trash to your hand, you may play a tree. So that Zap Apple is going right back into play. Draw 2 cards. I definitely do not want to discard to hit either of those trees because A, they will take enough damage as it is, B, they won't hit the lightning head, C, they will hit the detective. Okay, Necro can't play cards, so he Chaotic Summons. Backfire Hex. You may destroy an ongoing card. Where was that when I needed it? Put an undead card from the trash into play. Oh boy. Hey, it's the Abomination, and it gets 7 hit points now. He draws a card. He hits it for 2. So it hits the first Zap Apple, which hits it for 2. It hits the second Zap Apple, which hits it for 2. And that is unfortunately it. So everybody else take 2, except for Starlight. She soaks it. Yeah, we're gonna die. This is not a good team. I'm gonna play Thermal Shockwave. Oh right, I said I was gonna use Coolant Blast. I'll hit the lightning head for 5. Oof. Absolute Zero's not having a good game. Alright, there are no emergencies, which is unfortunate because we could really use that healing, but Windmill City plays Gearlock, Super Criminal. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 3. She's not going away. Well, she's not going away by damage. She could definitely just be environment destruction. Whenever this card is dealt damage, deals the source of that damage 3 lightning damage. If only I had a damage boost, we could see her get into a battle with a tree. This card is reduced to 0 HP, play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. So if we just destroy her, there's no benefit. If we leave her into play, there's no actual detriment. But if we want to take some damage, which, believe you me, we don't, we can get some cool stuff out of it. And the detective does nothing, unfortunately. Okay, Necro can play cards again. Tiamat plays Element of Ice. Oh, excellent. She deals each hero 2 cold damage, which means healing for absolute 0. Starlight soaks it. That's each hero target, so she's hitting both of the trees. Means she takes 4 retaliation damage. Oh, and she takes out the Abomination, which means 2 toxic damage and 3 to the ice head. The hero with the highest HP may not use powers until the start of the villain turn. That's unfortunately absolute 0. That's, ooh. The Firehead hits absolute 0 for 2. The Lightning Head chews on Starlight. So, Ancient Constellation. I'm going to play it next to Gearlock. It doesn't hit her. Starlight heals 1, and then I destroy it to keep retreating the nebula. And that's how her turn is going to go for the foreseeable future. Exodus. Draw a card, research your trash and deck for a Constellation card, put it into play and shuffle your deck. You may play a card. I'm just going to draw. That's an event horizon. Exodus again. Wish. I think we're going to look at the top 5 cards of Absolute Zero's deck. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. We put one of them into play, the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. So we're going to put the Isothermic Transducer into play, and the rest will go on the bottom. We're going to put the 2 Focused Apertures on the bottom, just in case something happens that allows him to play the bottom card of his deck. Otherwise, he's not going to have a good time. But that was what I needed. Okay, she's going to skip her power again. Yeah, I was really hoping she would get the no powers because she doesn't care. Okay, playing Bucky McGillicuddy. First time she's dealt damage by a non-hero target each turn, she deals that target 2 melee damage. Oh, that's true. She won't actually retaliate against undead. That's unfortunate, especially since she and Necro are about to die. I think I had better get... Let's see. I will discard a one-shot and let Absolute Zero play Horfire. Deals himself 2 cold, hits the Lightning Head for 2 fire, deals himself 1 cold and 1 fire, and hits the Lightning Head for 1 fire. Draw 2 cards. And there's Cider Season, probably 1 round too late. Okay, this will work. Ghoul. Rituals in play +2, so it gets 3 HP. He puts the top card of his deck into play. It's Chaotic Summon again. Book of the Dead. Search your deck or trash for a ritual, put it into play or into your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle your deck, and may draw a card. I've got Corpse Explosion. Let's go for Hellfire. Or actually, let's go for Bloodrite. That's kind of necessary. Card. And then, second card, Chaotic Summon. Are you kidding me? Alright, so, first card is a zombie that gets 4 HP. Really hoping they chew on the trees. Second card is another Corpse Explosion, which is limited, so that goes in the trash. Alright, so he draws a card. He hits the undead with the lowest for 2 toxic damage. That's the ghoul. And then the ghoul, it's the second lowest for 2 toxic damage. That's a tree, because they're both at 1. The zombie, it's the highest for 2. That's Starlight. Oh, excellent. Good. Okay, alright, I should point out, let's see, he can't use powers. Frostbound Drain, the Lightning Head for 3, hit himself for 3 fire, heal it back, draw a card. Alright, Cracked Water Main, Emergency. When this card enters play, it deals 1 responder, 2 melee damage. That's the only one we got. Reduce all damage dealt by non-environment cards by 1. I like this idea. He will let us destroy that at the start of the next turn. That's fine. Okay, Tiamat plays Element of Ice. Cripes. Did I shuffle this? She deals each hero target 3 cold damage. So, Absolute Zero heals 3. Starlight takes 1. Let's hit the undead first. Alright, that is destroyed. So, Corpse Explosion. Deal 2 toxic damage to all villain targets. Oh, right, and we're taking 2, so actually, Starlight takes less. It's still enough to kill that. Taking 2, so he's doing 1 toxic damage to all villain targets. That's still 2 to the Wood Jaws of Winter. Each non-undead hero target regains 2 HP. Good. Oh, that means the tree can heal. Everybody else, so Applejack heals and takes it, Necro heals and takes it. Actually, he's taking 1 extra. I don't think I've been factoring that in. He heals 2, she heals 2, the tree heals 2, and then it's dealt 2, and it hits back for 1, and it hits the zombie for 2. Hero with the highest HP may not use powers. That is still Absolute Zero. Okay, the Firehead hits Absolute Zero for 1, and that means he deals no damage. And then the Lightning Head hits Absolute Zero for 1. And that's it. Ancient Constellation, played on Gearlock, so she heals 1, destroy it to keep retreating to the nebula. Redshift. Draw a card, 2 players may play a card. Okay, Cider Season is going to do one of those plays. I feel like Final Ritual might not be a bad idea, just because he will only deal himself 1 damage, or he can basically play an undead for free. Yeah, I think I might do that. Alright, so, Cider Season. Each non-tree hero target regains 2 HP, which unfortunately includes the zombie, but it's worth it. Oh, she should have bucked it for 1. I forgot about that. And then, yeah, he's going to play Final Ritual. He'll put that ghoul back into play. So it's got 4 HP. He deals it 1 toxic damage. He deals himself... Oh, it's 2 times the number of cards. Okay, he deals himself 1 toxic damage. That's fine. Okay, and then... And then she will go ahead and use her power because she's dealing no energy damage to anything. Let's see, Ancient Constellation. That's all of them. We'll put that next to Gearlock. Deal no damage, heal 1, and draw a card. Oh, Celestial Aura. Finally. Applebuck Season. She deals each tree no melee damage, and each non-hero target 1 melee damage. Acceptable, even though she hits the detective. And I'm going to use Sweet Apple Acres, put that Zap Apple back into play, draw 2 cards, and now she can't discard to hit them because stuff. Oh, hey, an apple tree. That'll be good. Okay, so we've got the zombies going after Starlight. It won't hit her. The ghoul is going after the zap apple tree. Hellfire. Top card of his deck into play. Whoops, that's not it. Oh no, it's an abomination. This is bad. Alright, so 9 HP. Draw a card. End of his turn, he hits the ghoul for 1. Zombie goes after Starlight, does no damage. Ghoul hits the second lowest for 1. That's the zap apple tree, which hits it back for 1. The abomination, it's all non-undead hero targets for 1. So it takes out this zap apple, hits the other one, takes 1, and it can't hit Starlight. Okay, things are getting stupid. Frostbound Drain. 3 damage to the lightning head, 2 damage to himself, which I think will turn into even healing because it gets prevented before the damage modifier is applied. Okay, draw a card. Alright, let's destroy an emergency, and we will heal Necro for 2, because if we can just kill one of his undead, things will get better. WCPD Chariot. At the end of the environment turn, which is now, this card deals the non-environment target with the second lowest HP, 3 projectile damage. That is the Zap Apple tree. That's not what I wanted. If a hero target would be dealt damage this way, that hero may discard 2 cards to redirect that damage to a non-environment target. Okay, we're doing that. Send that to the lightning head. That needs to go. Oh, on the upside, the damage minus goes away. On the downside, Tiamat gets to play a card. Element of Lightning. Oh, okay. Alright, she deals each hero target 2 lightning damage. Starlight soaks it. Applejack hits her back for 2. The Zap Apple tree cannot retaliate. Zombie takes 2. Abomination takes 2. Ghoul is taken out. So, Corpse Explosion, 2 damage. Oh wait, I can be smart about this. Everybody heal 2. He can use powers again. So, before it hits anything other than the 3 undead, Hellfire goes off and he takes it out. His constellation is destroyed. The spell causes the head to deal damage. Increase that damage by 1 for each element of lightning card in the villain trash. So that'll be 1. Oh yes, and the hero with the most cards in hand may not draw cards until the start of the next villain turn. That is Necro again. That's fine. He's got lots of cards. Okay, Cold Head hits the highest for nothing. Flamehead hits the highest for nothing. Okay, Constellation on this. Destroy 1 for Retreat in the Nebula. Celestial Aura. Whenever Starlight would deal damage to a hero target next to a constellation, instead that target regains that much HP. It's time to play constellations on heroes. I will use the power. Starlight deals a target 1 radiant damage. Guess I better hit the Ice Head. Ice Head is next. Draw a card. Oh boy. Apple Tree. I'm going to use Sweet Apple Acre's power again. That Zap Apple has been really, really helpful. Draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm going to drop 3 cards, so she hits each tree in turn. So, Zap Apple hits everything for 1 lightning. Sorry, Detective, we have to take out that robot. The Apple Tree makes somebody heal 3, that'll be Necro. And the Zap Apple hits everything for 1. Did I say we were going to die? I think things are turning around. Necro cannot draw cards. He is going to play a talisman on himself, because he is a cowardly little bastard. Plays the top card of his deck. Oh hey, Book of the Dead. I think there's only 1 ritual left that I don't have in play. Yep, Dark Pact. Whenever an undead target is destroyed, draw a card. Shuffle that. Alright, he's got all his rituals out. He can't draw a card, he hits the zombie for 2 and kills it, which means Corpse Explosion, Blood Right. Oh, he heals all the trees. Healing trees with Necromancy. Hellfire he's going to use to take out the robot. And then he draws a card, which he can't do. And then the Abomination goes off. So he's immune. Starlight soaks it. Jack can't retaliate. Zap Apple Tree. Oh, the Apple Tree gets hit. And AJ heals too. Nice. Okay, so at this point, we don't really care about the Abomination. It hits the Apple Tree or the Zap Apple and takes 2 lightning damage. That's fine. Onboard module installation. Let's see if we can't shuffle those columns back in. Yeah, Horfire. Himself for 2 cold, 2 fire to the Ice Head, 1 and 1 to himself, which will be a cold to the Fire Head. And let's see, they got hit with lightning, so he'll just do 2 cold with his base power. Alright, we're getting there. No emergencies to destroy. Speaking of which, Crashed Tanker. When this card enters play, it deals the responder with the lowest HP 2 fire damage. So long, Detective Cedric. In the environment turn, this card deals the target with the second highest HP, 3 fire damage. Well, that's absolute 0. Oh wait, no, that's actually Starlight, so she takes 1. That's fine, that's not too bad. Alright, Tiamat, Acid Breath, 2 hero ongoings and 2 hero equipment cards. Okay, the ongoings are going to be Hellfire and Dark Pact, because I can replace those. I can replace, they're both going to be going after her. He's the only one with equipment, unfortunate. 4 toxic damage to each hero who did not destroy a card. That's Applejack, who hits back for 2, and Starlight takes 2. And then the Cold Head hits Starlight for nothing. Okay, that's fine. Start of her turn. Play that next to her. Heal 1. destroy it for retreat into the nebula. I am going to play another Pillars of Creation, because if there's anything I need, it's more constellations. Okay, the Abomination will probably die this turn, so we don't need to worry about that. She's Celestial Aura. Yeah, just go ahead and hit the Cold Head and draw 2 cards. Alright, Applejack plays Applebuck Season. Each tree, 1 melee damage. So she's hitting all non-hero targets for 1 and 1. And then the apple tree lets her heal somebody for 3. That'll be her. Don't have any trees in her trash, so she's out of powers. She just draws 2. It was worth running her hand out for the turn she had last round, though. That healing is really necessary. Okay, well, he can draw cards again. I want to put Hellfire back out. Chaotic Summon. Grand Summon. Reveal cards at the top of your deck till you reveal 2 undead cards, put 1 into play, 1 into trash, shuffle the other revealed cards back into your deck. Okay. So we get a Demonic Imp and a Zombie. Well, I know which one's going in the trash, and it ain't the Zombie. That gets 5 HP. Alright. Draws a card. He hits the Abomination for 2. Corpse Explosion. Bloodright. Hellfire. And Absolute Zero is not going to be able to take that out. And then the zombie goes after Starlight and can't do shit. Okay, time to start building himself back up. 2 damage to the Firehead. Injured Worker, Emergency. When this card enters play, it deals the responder with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. Move this card next to the hero with the highest HP. Increase the first damage dealt to that hero each turn by 1. That is Starlight. I think she can take it. Okay, Tiamat. This might be the last round. Skybreaker. Uh-oh. The head with the highest HP deals each hero target 6 infernal damage. Oh, that's terrible. That's really terrible. How can we use this to our advantage? Okay, first it hits the zombie. Corpse Explosion takes out the ice head. 2 to that. Bloodright. Well, the trees don't matter. They're all going to die. Hellfire. Okay, everybody else take 6. Oh, Applejack hits it for 2. That's something. Starlight takes 5. That being said, 6 damage. We ate it because we've been doing a lot of healing. Start of her turn. I'm going to go ahead and play this one from her hand. I will play it next to Necro. She deals him 1 damage, which means he heals 1. And then she heals 1. And then we have to destroy a constellation. I guess I'll destroy the one next to Head, and then I'll put it back into play on the Head. Hit it for 1, heal 1. Stellar Wind. 2 cold damage, 2 healing, draw 2 cards. And then Celestial Aura. Applejack's not going to be able to finish her off. That's funny. I'll heal Necro 1 and draw 2 cards. Hey y'all, it's cider season. Everybody heal 2. Got a 1-shot. She's got a Stellar Wind. Okay, set the trend, discard a 1-shot, play Stellar Wind, 2 cold damage to the Firehead, and we win. Oh, that was... So, okay, the thing about that game is that Applejack and Necro work together really well, and I was not expecting that. As for Windmill City, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at the rest of the deck. WCPD Squad. When this card enters play, it deals each villain target 1 projectile damage. At the start of the environment turn, the players may destroy an emergency card. If a card is destroyed this way, this card deals a target 3 projectile damage. Very nice. Bridge Disaster. Emergency. When this card enters play, it deals the responder with the lowest HP 2 cold damage. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the H-1 hero targets with the highest HP 2 cold damage each. Pretty nasty. Grey Pharmaceutical Building. Whenever a hero uses a power that deals damage, increase that damage by 2. After a hero uses a power on a non-character card, destroy that card. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So if you have, oh man, look at that with Thermal Shockwave, 3/3/3, and then a minimum of 11 fire damage to himself, that would be amazing. Save the day. When this card enters play, play the top card of the environment deck. Whenever a hero card destroys a villain target, 1 responder gains a hit point. Citywide Carnage. Emergency. When this card enters play, it deals each responder 2 energy damage. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each hero target 1 toxic damage and each villain target 1 energy damage. So that just hits everybody. Iron Wasp. Super Criminal. Start of the environment turn, this card deals each hero target X melee damage, where X is the current HP of this card. Could be a lot of damage since he's got 8 HP, but nothing is going to reduce damage to him, so he gets to be your target for a while. Frame Job. When this card enters play, reveal cards at the top of the environment deck until a responder is revealed. Put it into play and discard the other revealed cards. Redirect all damage dealt by responders to the hero target with the highest HP. So usually the responders are pretty helpful, not in this case. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. And our last responder is the Intrepid Reporter. When this card enters play, 2 players may each draw a card. At the start of the environment turn, the players may destroy an emergency card. If a card is destroyed this way, 1 player may draw a card. And that's Windmill City. It's a great environment. I really like it. Thanks for watching. As always, Tabletop Simulator and the Reaver, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC are not licensed graded in the products. Please support the official release. I hope this came out good, or I'm going to flip.